Oh, hi. Watch this. Alright, better go.
All right, all right. G'day out there. How is everyone doing? Hope I'm not coming through with an echo. Check, check. Alrighty. So let me get this camera sorted. There we go. Alrighty. So, went to Canberra. Canberra Rickshaw, and we got a couple of big bags of bricks. Yay. $30 each. This one has got some 16 by 16. Tried to grab ones that I could see had a lot of plates. Gonna sort the tan bricks today. Most of the tan, they looks like with some grey, dark red. So I'll tip out a small amount onto the desk and floor, and then we'll start sorting. Oh yeah, I did have a look in here. So some of the bigger plates. There was a little bit of non-Lego stuff in here, but that's to be expected when you get some bulk. Yeah. Plates go in there. I could just put it away straight in the collection, but I do want to kind of mark down what's here, so chuck all the bigger plates in there. Round plates. Wedge plates. And you quickly realise you're going to need more containers than what you got out. Maybe that one's just going to be all the normal plates. Bricks will go in there. It's probably a little bit too close. Chuck all the different bricks in. But it's going to be a little bit loud on there. Slopes. Round bricks. Go with the bricks. I'll just put all the modified bricks together. Doors and windows. I really can't go too full on with the categories. I have to put arches with bricks. We'll see. Alright, weird plates. Don't think that's Lego. And off to the side for non-Lego. I didn't think these were Lego because they don't fit the studs. They're not. I mean, they do fit into the stud, but the distance of that foot is more than a stud. But it turns out that they're Duplo, which is quite interesting. They've got a bar and clip connection. So they're quite compatible with the Lego. The clip might just be a bit smaller than a bar. I need a straight bar to test it. I don't know, fits in there. Quite a tight fit. I don't think it's quite system. Very interesting. Where do they go? Somewhere separate. It's going to be a slope. Containers, fences, they all go together. Oh, we got Scared German. G'day. Good to see you there in the chat. How you doing? Hope you are well. Just sorting a bunch of random Lego that I picked up. There's a couple of big bags. That one's all tan. We've got a bunch of green. Hoping to get a lot of plates out of it. That's what I'm seem to be going through a lot of at the moment. And there's a spot for random colors. How you doing? It's must be early morning where you are, I'm guessing. I should really get a brick separator, eh? So yeah, who knows what treasure we shall find. I need another container for all the minifig parts. I'm gonna need less categories. That's what I need. All the normal plates, that's going to be all the modified plates. We got tiles. Containers. That is technically not Lego. One of the Kobe pieces. I kept it in because it's a double-sided plate. And they are quite handy, so I'll be using it somewhere. Or just probably just within one of my own MOC. Not something I would take to a Lego convention, obviously. Float tiles, bricks. Round plates, I guess, go in there. I'm scared with the brown. Don't know how old it is, if it's going to be the brittle brown. Start crumbling apart as you take it apart. Ooh, that didn't sound too good. Creak and a crack. Well, don't know if anything did crack. Brown plates are always handy. And I will be able to use the slopes. It's a cool little briefcase. It's already come apart. So, yeah. Don't know about the idea of cataloging every single piece that's here. One thing doing that when you go to a pick a brick wall and you yeah, you get a lot of one part. You got a few dozen different type, and you know, 20 to 100 or something of each one. But here it's just random slopes, plates, tiles. Technic. We didn't leave a spot for Technic. And my cup of tea is sitting all the way over there. She'll go grab that. Brackets, yeah. Arches. Got no room for a cup of tea, but there's a cup of tea. The bottle of water can go down there. Because I'm thirsty. Hinges. Going with them. That's broken. That go over there. Although it is a piece that I could still use in trees. Technic vehicle minifig. Alright, one little batch done. Cool. Printed parts. That's not Lego. So yeah, I'm gonna try and fly through this. Let's chuck all the modified plates together, shouldn't I? Brackets we put over there. I was kind of wanting to know how much of what I paid for I got, so I was going to take out all the random coloured parts because you know, that wasn't meant to be part of the tan, but it's all good because the money goes to charity. That's why I was happy to buy a couple of bags. And B, curve slopes are going in there too. I could see that there was random colours in there, and I went there early in the morning, and I seen, you know, they had all the bags out, different colours and whatnot, and then I went back a little bit later on when I was ready to start purchasing some stuff, and I was just chatting to them at first, and they were saying that all the tan had gone. That's a printed one, I'll keep that aside. Well, it's a sticker, but yeah, it is Lego. Yep. So yeah, but they had one bag of tan left, and it was reserved for someone, and they said, well, if that person doesn't come back in, I think it was an hour, she said, then we're gonna put it back on the shelf and it'll be for sale again. So I went back, and sure enough, the person had picked it up, so you know I couldn't get it. Excuse me. But yeah, got chatting to him again and told them a story about how I thought I should have grabbed it, but never did. So, as it turns out, someone came back later on with more parts because they knew how well some of them were selling. So they just quickly, got together what they could. I think there was a bit more sorting done previous, but when they were in a rush, they just chucked it all together. And I happened to go back there. Oh yeah, it's a little Minecraft table. That'll come in handy. Crafting table. Put that side. That'll go straight into the MOC. Yeah, so I just happened to go back at the right time when they got the new supply in. And she's like, oh, I was thinking about you. We just got the more tan in. Like, awesome. Awesome, awesome. I'll grab a bag, thank you very much. So this one had the 16 by 16. So yep, that'll come in handy. Plus all the other little bricks and pieces. I have to work more tan colours into mountainous area. Thought that one was different. Yeah, plates just seem to get consumed so quickly when you're building a MOC. And it seems like everyone in the family wants to be building MOC now, so let's put them in there. There's another crafting table piece. So what I'm saying is we're going to need a lot of parts. And picking up bulk lots every now and again doesn't hurt. That was the Technic. And plates. Hopefully this doesn't take too long because it's Aussie Adam. G'day Aussie Adam. You know, it always happens when you're like, yep, as soon as I'm done this, I'm gonna be off out of here because there's no one to talk to, no one's showing up, I'm feeling really tired. Someone has to show up, don't they? Always happens. Good to see you. How you doing, Aussie Adam? You would never guess what happened. I got a cool story to tell. Because all these bricks that you see here, they've come down from Canberra, you see. I was up at Canberra doing the brick show, displaying the Minecraft MOC that myself and my son had contributed to. And who was there but none other than Tasman Bricks. So I got to meet the man, shake his hand, and yeah, catch up, have a yarn. It's a good chat. But then, unfortunately, planned to catch up again the next day, and he had to head back. So, and I had to get there a bit later in the afternoon, so we didn't end up catching up again on the next day. But nevertheless, it was good to catch up. And the funny thing is, I had to ask someone else, hang on, is Taz here? I don't actually know what he looks like. Modified bricks are going in there, aren't they? Yeah. Although I think I had seen him once, but just forgotten. Completely forgotten. So, yeah, it's good to have mutual friends and someone to point you in the right direction. So that was pretty awesome. I saw Lego Master Billsy as well for a brief second. He says that he brought the family down from Queensland, told him it was a family holiday, and then when they were here, he's like, "Oh, I'm just gonna go and pop into the Canberra Brick Show for a bit." What? Oh yeah, that's on. Didn't I tell you? So he wasn't there for long. Probably in the VIP area, modified plates, all the bricks. Yeah, we did all the touristy stuff, family stuff. A lot of it was a little bit disappointing, but we found other stuff to do, so there is plenty up there. Where's the chat at? It's going crazy. Wish it was coming up on my screen. I forgot to open that other thing up, didn't I? Oh well, we won't worry about that then. I've got it on the other screen. It's all good. Nice, good. You beat me to it. I couldn't go to Canberra, but I am going to Melbourne. Awesome. Hey, Brett's Builds is here too. Now it's a party. All right. So that's why the chat's going off. Because Aussie's saying hello to Brett. And he says he's been busy castle building. Oh, it's a castle off. Or is it a castle off? You say castle, I say castle. So yeah, sorting all this random stuff that came back from Canberra. And not sure if you heard, Brett, but yeah, I was lucky enough to catch up with Tasman Bricks while I was in Canberra. First time meeting him. That was pretty awesome because it must be at least 5 years since we've actually started speaking on the interwebs. Catching up on the Bevins Brick streams. Yeah, so I got these big bags, around about a kilo in each, 30 Aussie dollar dues. The money all went to charity, so can't complain about that. I tried picking out ones that had a whole bunch of plates in them, because I don't know if you've ever built anything, but plates just disappear as soon as you start. Oh, I've got a bunch of 1x4s in that colour. Oh, I've run out of 1x4s in that colour. That's, is that Mater? Is it one of those cars? Can't really see. I can't really, camera too good. Brett's Build saying it's good to see you live. Oh, thank you very much. Yeah, I just had a whole bunch of Lego to sort. I thought, you know what, I'm not going live often enough. Not just not going live often enough, I need to actually make content. So, sorting some stuff. Why not go live? Talk some BS while I'm checking out if this is all legit Lego or not. Oh yeah. I'm not sure if I even have any of this piece. The newish. It's probably been around for a year or two now. That little curve piece. Pretty sure that's Lego. So yeah, I'm pretty happy with this little assortment. What on earth? I didn't know the tracks came in dark orange. That's cool. So what has everyone been up to? Apart from, you know, castle building. Is that just a given? Okay, yeah. Oh, yeah? Oh. No. You know, it'd be funny if one day Lego take over Mattel or whoever, and a lot of the stuff that's just not Lego that I've thrown away over the years, all of a sudden, like, is Lego now. I'll be kicking myself that day. It's got to eventually come down to it, doesn't it? There'll only be two of every company. Two phone companies, two toy companies. Because, you know, people need to have a choice. That's not Lego. Might just need a little cone on the top though. Bit of a base. If only a minifig could hold it. I don't know. I might have to keep that one. Try and get rid of all the not Lego, but sometimes, just sometimes, you just got to keep some of the pieces. Oh, where's the chat at? My eyes aren't feeling great tonight. Hey, thanks for all the likes. Scroll back up. Castle building. Building a fort type castle. So like what, with sticks and stuff? Palisade bricks for a fence. Nice. I've been looking at Norman castles. Yeah, I've seen a bit of that on the Instagrams there. Building the yellow castle style from the late 70s. And doing all sorts of different types of mocks with those, which is pretty cool. I like that. I like that a lot. That's the kind of thing that I like to do. Pick a theme, stick to it, build the heck out of it. That's awesome. I've been Seabird. Got the yellow style on lock. Yes, Tomata. You see, Tomata. For a GoPro, awesome. So can you strap the GoPro to the trains, drive a train through the castle? Toot toot. That'd be awesome. I have got a little camera. It's not easy to set up. It's got to have its own Wi-Fi network or something or other. So I just don't bother. I don't know. I haven't tried actually recording the footage that comes off there yet. And Aussie Adam has been busy teaching. I should be sorting while I'm reading stuff. I was hoping to catch you at Brickvention. Yes, I will be at Brickvention. The mock that we took to Canberra, Minecraft mock, is being expanded and glorified, because they put us next to someone else who had a Minecraft mock, and theirs was like twice the size, basically. I think ours was 2.5 base plates long, 1 base plate deep. That was it. And I think theirs was like 3x2, and it was just so much more detail, and you know, they were able to have like full houses where we just had this like little tiny representation, like 8 bricks, 8 studs long or something to represent a house. It was quite funny to be next to, because it's happened before as well. So yeah, it's you know, obviously someone out there trying to inspire me and say, no, you can do better. But no, it was always planned. I mean, when we were going to Canberra, we knew that we're not going to have a lot of space in the car, so couldn't take too much in the way of, you know, a sizable Lego mock. And also wanted to you know, have it pretty easy to set up. Didn't want to be there like I was at Brickvention and stuff, setting up Sesame Street. That was a nightmare. because it was the first time for the middle child's debut at displaying at conventions. Yeah, just wanted to make it as painless as possible. So pretty much everything stayed set up on the base plates, and then there was like one tower that came off, and then everything was mills plated so that it just goes click click click, put the tower on, put the minifigs on, that was it. But yeah, they have helped me set up before, so they kind of know what's involved. The trains aren't powered, but they gave them to my boy. What? Yeah, but you know, you tell him, here's what we're doing. Put your Lego and my Lego together, and we make it more awesome. But yeah, now the I think my boy's like watching all the trains go around at the Canberra Brick Show, and he's like, "Dad, I want to run them." And I'm like, "No, you can't. It's not your. These are not my trains. They belong to the people here." And he just couldn't stop asking questions about, oh, why isn't this one running, and how come no one stopped running, and all these things. Trying to tell him, well, it's probably because that's a little Minecraft door piece. Might keep that one together as well. Yeah, I don't know all the answers to all the questions he has. I'm like, you can ask the people out of here. But, oh, that's right. There was one, why aren't the trains running down this track? He's been watching the whole time, and they never run down one particular part of the line. So I'm like, well, you can ask him if you want. So he tries getting their attention, and they were kind of ignoring him, so I asked them for him, and sure enough, they were nice enough to switch the track and have it run down the other side. He said, we don't normally do it because, it will cause accidents if one's coming around the big loop and one just goes around the short loop. They've all got to go around at the same time, pretty much. So, yeah, they were really helpful. But I don't know about him running their trains. So I said, hey, why don't we make our own train set? We'll take that and you can run that. He's like, oh, that would be awesome. So I have a speak to the team at Mafra Bricks, Brickstravaganza, because that's a pretty small, sort of country show. So they'll probably allow. I don't even know if they had, like an entry. What should we call it? Where you put in submissions. We just found out that we were displaying there. It's like, hang on, we didn't even, didn't even say we wanted to. It's just, oh, you guys are coming because you came last year. I think he'll be able to display there. Well, again, I'll say it's my display. I'll, make sure it's not just a hodgepodge. But I think they, it's not like Brickvention. Brickvention don't allow anyone who's under 18 to display there anymore. They've become a little bit elitist. So I'm always hesitant when it comes to other places. I'm like, oh, you're under 18, you might not be able to display. But most of them are pretty cool with it. So they're not at that stage where, it's internationally recognized and you don't want to have, a little dragon that's made with 2x4 bricks and, doesn't really look like a dragon, looks more like a dog or something. But, it's little Benny's best efforts, and I think that's always good enough. If it's a small show, then yeah, anybody should be able to display there. Yeah, nice little Chinese minifigure hat, Ninjago or something or other. I'll use that. I'd like to have a little Chinatown in a city somewhere. You don't quite realize when you start how many ideas you have and how big the city would have to be to fit them all in, but we'll get there one day, right? Get this Lego warehouse happening. Where's the chat at? So yeah, long story short, sorry, I will be at Brickvention because the MOC that was at Canberra will be at Brickvention, but bigger and better. Castle only now, although somehow I still pay for both. Ah, yes. Have you seen Minecraft running Minecraft system? No. Oh, gosh. I love you and I hate you all at the same time right now, Aussie Adam, because that's a brilliant idea, and I'm kind of going to have to do that, I think. Because I wanted to do that with the fish tank. I don't know if you've seen the fish tank that we did last year. That Lego totally copied when they came out with their freaking, was it $500 fish tank or something? Absolutely ridiculous. Like, guys, you did this, you had two little ones. We just put them together with a couple of black bricks and plates and tiles and stuff for the surrounds. That's it. I'm like, oh, great idea. $500, please. Yeah, no. But yeah, I'm sure they totally copied us. What was I saying before that? Yeah, I was gonna have the fish moving around in the MOC, but didn't have enough time, didn't have enough parts, didn't know where all my chain parts and things were at that time. Didn't really have any idea of how to do it, and I still haven't actually put it together and try. I mean, so I put the the Technic like 1x2 link. What do they call them? Lift arms? No, they're small ones. I don't know. It's kind of like this. Just the end of that. It's got the two pinholes in it. I'll join a whole bunch of them together. I made a chain with those and put it through some, curved bricks and things, but it wasn't quite. I didn't have a good way of transferring the power from the motor to the chain, and it just kept slipping. So, but now I've found the actual chain and all my cogs and all that stuff. Because the best thing about being half sorted is you lose half your stuff half of the time. You think you've got all your Technic bits, or these what do you call them, 1x4 with the studs on each end. I seem to be notorious for losing half of them at a time. I'm never sure if they're a tile or a plate, so they seem to go between the two, and then other times are just lost in transit. But yeah, so somehow, some way, I'm gonna need to get together some moving parts and base the MOC on that, because that was not the moving parts, but the mine part was already going to be expanded, because I definitely do have a lot more grey parts than, you know, the other colours. I'm pretty much, well, I've got more here now, but I was starting to get to the limit of how many brown bricks that I had to make, you know, to different levels in Minecraft. So that's kind of, yeah, the reason why we've got these greens, these browns, and whatever else came with it, because that's the nature of the beast. And that'll go in with the minifig stuff, I guess. Is that? Not sure if it's Lego or not, but if it is, it's one of the old style. I think it is, but I can't see inside it at the moment. Nice little minifig hat. And yeah, the while wiggity wiggity what while we were in Canberra, both the older boys got a Minecraft set from the Lego shop up there, because we wanted to go in and check it out. Didn't do that last time. Does that go with the slopes? I don't think it does. I'm gonna go with minifig parts, but just the small parts. Yeah. Not sure what sets I got, but we can definitely expand on what we have already built. And I kind of like the idea of going to 3 different shows with this MOC and it changing 3 different times. So I think we can pretty much make it as big as we want for Mafra. and, you know, be one of those people who rings them up the week before and goes, oh, by the way, sorry, we need 2 tables or 3 tables now. And you go, oh, why didn't you tell us this already? It's like, oh, sorry, we just changed our mock. It's bigger. And then they go, oh, all right. But yeah, I won't do that at Brick Mansion. I don't think they're quite too happy with me. Oh yeah, tomorrow off. Whoa. This is another big pile. This is it. This is the last. That bag is empty. There wasn't actually as much not Lego these last 2 batches anyway. What have I done? 3 batches. As I thought there would be, because I got a number of pieces out right at the start. There was a bunch of the you know, those shelves and things from the, what should we call it, the Woolies sets that they had a couple of years ago, a few years ago. And stupidly, I did go out and buy all them at the time, and the Bunnings ones. And then a few years later, when I started actually wanting to display or getting accepted to display or whatever, oh, I want to get rid of all this other stuff because I don't want it mixing in and accidentally being displayed or whatever. And even just keeping, well, I still do have base plates actually, and that's one sort of exception to the rule. But, you know, like just 2x4s or plates or whatever to make meals plates. It's like, no, I don't want to do that and then pull them apart one day and then all that stuff just accidentally gets sorted. So I just got rid of, well, still am getting rid of all the non-Lego. Having Legos enough without having the non-Lego as well. Yeah, I don't know how you feel about maybe jumping on tomorrow, Aussie Adam. We can chat tomorrow. Back, you know, I mean, on Instagram or whatever. But yeah, I was gonna do some building. Like I said, I do want to be doing more streaming. Finding some reason to it helps me sit down and get through the actual what I need to do. See if I don't, I mean, you know, if I'm not streaming at the time while I'm building a set or sorting or whatever, it'll only half get done, and I'll be kind of happy with that. But yeah, if I actually sit down, turn the camera on, it's like, gotta get through it now. People will know. People will know who I really am. What's that? Is that? That's, I guess that's a car piece. Go in there. Actually going a lot quicker than I thought. Once you got your categories, you know where you're putting stuff. I was trying to have way too many categories at the start. Just don't have enough room for all the containers. So I condensed everything. I did have big plates and smaller plates. And then I was going to put different coloured plates in a separate spot. All these grey ones. They can go back in there. It's got to be resorted anyway, so... It gives me some kind of starting point. If I did have more room, I would have separated, you know, modified bricks, snot bricks, 1x, 2x. But I can just open up a couple of drawers and quickly do that once they're in one container like this. Hey, we got Will in the chat too. G'day, Will. Good to see you there. Got these headphones on and they're like not doing anything. I decided to go without all the bells and whistles, all the bots and, you know, ding dongs. I'm the only ding dong here tonight. G'day, welcome. Oh, it's not Lego. All right. Hope I didn't speak too soon. I reckon the best way is if you grab a bunch of parts in the same color, and you can quickly tell if something's not quite the same color. Oh, what the... Yeah. Tomorrow's dusty, can worry about that one. And I dropped something too. One for the floor gods. So yeah. Welcome in, Will. I went up to Canberra, displayed Minecraft mock with that I built in collaboration with my son. Start getting him into displaying, and he loved it, so that was awesome. So much so that the other son got jealous, the eldest, and now he wants to display as well. So the next show we go to, it'll kind of be the three of us all putting our Lego together, because they just got some extra sets from, excuse me, from Canberra while we were up there. We visited the Lego shop, got our passport stamped, went back to the Lego shop a couple of days later, got them stamped again for the next month. Because where we are here, we have to travel a couple of hours basically. So we don't usually bother going to get the stamps every month. But since we were pretty much in town, I think we had to go to the shops for something anyway, and it was like, yeah, might as well go back and get the next lot. Yeah, I think it was the free stuff. To be honest, the eldest one seeing the middle child getting a little show bag full of gifts and a little bag of lollies in there and stuff like that, and he's like, oh, well, why didn't I get one of them? Because you're not displaying. Oh, well, yeah. On the way home, he's like, maybe I'll display. Oh, yeah, okay. Probably display at Mafra because the I think it'll be a bit easier if swing it. It'd be pretty awesome. And then if we get the youngest one as well, driving a train around. Obviously, I'll be stuck there all day too, because who knows what's going to go wrong and going to need some help with it. Oh, okay. One little Iron Man mask. Doesn't look like there's anything else to go with the Iron Man, but there's that piece. So this has been fairly well sifted through to get any of the good parts out. Although, you know, there's still masonry bricks and tiles. If I was the one going through it in the first place, you wouldn't get any of those in the second-hand lot. I need to go and work for a charity. You're allowed to get first dibs, alright? Is that how these things work? Sorry, yeah. Where's everyone at? Be free for a chat. Awesome. Yep. Cool. I'll work that out. We'll get that set up. If anyone else wants to jump on or whatever, can make that happen too. Yes, chat. Everyone's saying good A, and what parts? Did I say something about? So, as I was kind of trying to say, I sort of get lost every time I open my mouth. Went up to Canberra, displayed there, bought a bunch of parts while I was there. As an example, here's one bag. Nice bag of green, 30 bucks. Playing parts in there. Yeah, the money went to charity, so no complaints at all. Don't want to repeat everything that I've already said on the stream, but basically happy that I picked it up. Arch piece. Because, yeah, obviously a lot more than what you'd get in a cup. Normally I'd pay... I don't think the cups are even quite this big. My sort of local Lego shop, which is still like an hour and a bit away, they use Slurpee cups. They bought the Slurpees, washed out the cups, and that's what you get to use to fill up with Lego. They've actually got everything sorted by color, so it's just random parts. But yeah, all the black, all the dark bluish grey, etc., etc. So it's good for if you do know what color of something you want, you can go in there and find where it's at pretty much. um, yeah, I have been able to find things that I've wanted in there. But then the other place where I've gone, which I'm guessing like from what I've heard, bricks and minifigs or something, it would be like the what most people would go to in America for picking up random stuff. This would be our sort of equivalent. The shop that sells. Well, Rick James buys like pallets from Lego, and then he sits on them for a while and then sells them at basically Lego prices, just a bit more than what normal retail should be, I reckon. But by the stage that he is selling them, people are wanting them again. They're like, oh, I missed out on, whatever it was. So they're happy to pay a bit extra. But yeah, I rarely go there for sets. I usually get parts. And the other place is Brick Evolution, which is the one that Countra put me onto. You hear him talking about it a lot. He's known the owner since the owner used to do like swap meets. Didn't even have a shop yet. So yeah, happy to support him as well. But in there they've got it more sorted just by like type, where you've got like plates, Technic, bricks and arches and all that kind of stuff together. They'll have a spot for like clear, like transparent, so it's mostly windscreen. Yeah, he's got more like secondhand sets and things like that. Where was I putting those? There. That. I don't know. Don't know why I thought that was a different orange. G'day there. Where was that boss car? My eyes are playing up a little bit tonight, having a bit of trouble seeing the chat. Normally I have it up on the other screen, but not tonight. We just decided to go live pretty quickly. I wasn't actually going to go live for this long, but oops. More parts rolling off the table. Yeah, here we are. So, bought a whole big bag of parts. Money went to charity. It was basically 1 kilo worth of Lego in, tan and other sort of random colors. I was hoping to get a number of plates. To help with Mills plates and city building and mock building. And so if, there's almost a cup worth there, and you wouldn't be getting one of those into a cup anyway, so you have to pay another pretty much $5 for those. But yeah, if I had have had more room in the car, might have bought quite a few more of these. had to restrain myself. So first of all, I bought the green one, and I was talking to them about the tan coloured ones that I've seen there in the morning, but they had all sold out pretty quickly. So when they did get some more in, I think I had a little bit of FOMO. I was like, oh, they've got those. I'm going to quickly jump on that. And that's what I did, and here we are with now 2 big bags that I brought home. Okay, I think that's supposed to be eggs or something from one of those non-Lego sets. Interesting piece. Much more egg-sized rather than the size of a Lego egg. Seems to be like they all eat dinosaur eggs or something because it's bigger than a minifigure's head. But yeah. I hope you've all got other stuff to do now because I've finished sorting for now. I'm gonna sort these into more precisely, more granular sorting. But for now, I'm pretty happy with that. I might actually just see into a normal cup how much of a cup I would have got in just those plates there. That's sorry, loud noises. So it'd be almost a full cup, you know. I'd be happy getting that much. I would have filled it up with some of the brown bricks that are in there. If I just took the straight reddish brown bricks, that would have easily filled up the cup. Plus that, like I was saying, from one of those other shops, I would have been happy with that. So I think I got my money's worth. But yeah, on that note, I'm going to catch up on the chat before I go. Is that a Ouija board? So this is a mouse mat. I think it's like a place mat, but I'm just using it as a mouse mat. And yeah, it does have a Ouija board kind of design on it. I've sorted by colour, but that was harder for me to find parts, so I started by sorting by part and then sort by colour. Yeah, so that's what sort of I do basically. Well, like that, yeah, that's how it started, and that's why like it's now getting harder and harder to sort because everything isn't just okay, I'm going to put all my 2x bricks away. It's like I have to put not only sort, you know, the 2x2s from the 2x3s and the 2x4s, but sometimes sort out some of the 2x4s from each other because there's just too many to go in the one container now. That's a good problem to have sometimes, especially with like 2x2s because constantly building Mills plates at the moment. Where were we at? So which building sorting? Yep, have done sorting. Yep, thanks Aussie Adam for filling in boss car there. Do that one. And what I was saying, I've been taking apart a bunch of sets, but I would still like to buy some bulk. I wish Lego would sell large boxes of parts where one box is all the same colour, but maybe many different kinds of parts. Yeah, see, they've like obviously they know what they're doing with marketing and stuff, but they've taken so many things off the shelves that I think were great ideas, like just, plants parts pack, for instance. You just buy a bag of plant parts, all different types and styles and stuff. You can't really seem to get, well, you can't just go into the shops really and get those anymore. They might have them somewhere, especially online from time to time, but it doesn't seem that common. Like, I know they have, like a summer pack or something where, a few ice creams and, the minifigs are wearing shorts or whatever, but they don't seem to have proper parts packs anymore, really. Yeah, like they have the small green and blue parts boxes. Yeah, yeah. Need a lot more options of those kind of things. That's right. Like the what is it? The classic sort of sets, but they have way too many colors in them. They're just trying to flog off, a whole bunch of new colors, or oh, we've got too much coral, so we're putting a bunch of that in there. And when you look at it, you're only getting a couple of useful parts, and the rest is a bunch of slopes and stuff anyway. So that's why I'm pretty happy with getting bulk lots. But yeah, like I said, peace out, everyone. I am going to do another stream tomorrow. I'm probably going to build something. I know this Minecraft set needs to be built. I think I'm going to be doing that in a couple of days from now. I'll probably make an Instagram post about that one tomorrow. In the meantime, I could. I'll just grab something. So, I want to say I picked this up today, but Mrs. Dusty actually picked this one up today. Another bonsai. I've already got one built and on display. It's one of the rare things that I've actually got on display. That's out in the living room. But yeah, managed to get this for like $30. So when she looked it up on, she's seen it on Marketplace, and I'm like, yes, get that. So I don't know, I'm thinking about doing one of the alternate builds from Rebrickable, maybe, but I'm not even sure which one I like yet. I did like, there was one that used the medieval blacksmith and the bonsai to make like a medieval tavern and gardens thing, which I thought was really cool, but I kind of want to keep my blacksmith together as well. So, I don't know. Anyone got suggestions what I should be doing? Or maybe leave it for Mrs. Dusty to build. Because she hasn't built this one, and she did pay for it, so I could kind of just leave that for her to build. I didn't build the frog one, so I might help her with that, because I know that that's going to be very repetitive. So, might leave that one for now. Might pull out something else from the pile of shame. I have been looking at this one for a while, because I do want to build a mountain in my city, which is just basically Mills Plate and a train track going around it, because that's what my son, as soon as the train was there, he's like, yeah, no, I'm happy with that now. That's a city for me. We're building stuff together, but no, it's just trains now. So yeah, I do want to use the parts of this again to make part of a mountain. I really think there's not going to be a lot of parts in there, but I might build that before I mock that. Of course, you know, everyone needs a helicopter, so yeah, I did buy 2 of those and haven't put any of them together. It starts off with, oh yeah, I've got these sets to build at a later date. That's pretty cool. And then it gets on to, oh well, there's a lot of sets there. I should kind of like get to building those. And then it becomes, these sets are getting in the way. I haven't built them for years and years. What the hell's the point of them sitting there? I should get around to effing building them. G'day, Smiley. That took me by surprise. Seeing Simpson characters come up on my screen. I'm like, huh? What? Where'd that come? Oh yeah, I put that on there, didn't I? uh, and I took the headphones off so I didn't hear it. Yeah, g'day. It's good to have you here. Welcome along. We're just chatting. I just got done sorting. It's sort of good enough. Like that's, you know, vehicle and Technic. That's all the plates, apart from that's the modified plates and round plates and wedge plates. So you know, there's it's sorted, right? Um, yeah, that's what we were doing, and now we just started chatting about what we're going to build tomorrow. We're going to do a stream again in the morning. I think it's going to be this one. Hopefully, everyone approves of that. I don't think I'll. Should I do an Instagram post about that? I'm terrible with social media. I'll try and do an Instagram post about that. Not sure what time I'm going to go live. That's a little bit dependent. So, yeah, I have been trying to sign off for like 15 minutes or something. I will be signing off soon. Aussie Adam, I missed that one. He has a 3-in-1 castle. Awesome. Is that what you'll be building? Is that what you'll be sorting? What did you say you'll be? Let's scroll back up. Playing a bit. Oh, build and sort day. Okay, yep. Well, if you are building that 3-in-1 castle, oh, the new one. I don't have the new one. I have this one. That's not the new one, is it? I think that's the old one. So, sorry, Smiley. How do I spend my dollar dues? Come back next time, and we'll do that then. There are different redeems and things. I normally have a thing that runs across the top of the screen, which I didn't realize was turned off, but yeah, we'll get that set back up for next time. It's a little bit of fun. There's not a whole lot yet. I will take more suggestions on what we can do with our dollary doos. But if you yeah, find yourself being more active in the chat, then you will receive. Oh, there goes me hitting the microphone. You will receive more dollary doos for being more active in the chat. It's the old one. Yeah. Okay. Cool. I like the gatehouse on that one. Yeah. So is that what you're doing? Are you building that one tomorrow? Well, yeah. All right. We'll chat anyway. Work out what time and all that. Probably not too early. Gonna be a nice day, so you know, gonna get the washing done. All right. Well, I can do that too. I can do that. Yep. Cool. That's it. I will have to do an Instagram post then. All right. Cheers, everyone. Come back tomorrow. 'Cause, I'm going to be building this bad boy. Yeah, that's going to be fun. Awesome. Feel like that's been very productive now. So, cheers, everyone. Hit the subscribe button if you haven't already. That way you will get the, you know, make sure you turn on the notifications and you'll find out what time we're going to be back here tomorrow. Cheers, everyone, and we'll see you then.